Hi guys, welcome to Counterpoints. My name is Connor. I am a Marine Corps and law enforcement veteran, a science fiction, political, and philosophy nerd, and it is my job to break down Warhammer-related fun stuff, of which DarkTide is absolutely a part of it. So we're going to go ahead and watch the trailer, kind of react to it a little bit, and then we're going to break it down afterwards. Let's go.
The city of Tertium is under attack. My city. A dark tide of chaos is rising. Our best fighters are falling. It's time to try new tactics. Something different. Something desperate. We take you, the outcast and the criminal, the lost and the damned, because you have nothing left to lose. So you're the scum we're counting on now. And if it's come to this, then God Emperor help us all.
Ooh. A couple of days before my son's birthday, I get to order this game. So let me kind of give you, while it's playing in the background, let me kind of give you some of the things that I noticed. Number one, this is a way more personal story. They have consulted with Dan Abnett in order to tell a more personal story, and we can see that chaos, corruption, and underhive element, a corrupted element, is taking over your city. And from the narrativized standpoint, this is my city. It's Tertium, obviously, female narrated voice, but depending on the class that you pick, I'm sure they're basically going to say, like, oh, you're PDF, like if you pick the generic masked Imperial Guard soldier or whatever, you're going to be Planetary Defense Force or a shamed Imperial Guard who was thrown into prison, something like that. And now it's your job to take up the mantle. If you're the Asian female, then you're a priestess class, like an ecclesiarchal member. I think they showed her to be an ecclesiarchal member in past stuff. If you're the Ogrin, similarly shamed Imperial Guard or something like that. And then finally the Psyker, who hopefully is sanctioned, but basically you could be a Psyker, and as a result you have your four classes, similar to Vermintide, similar to a lot of fantasy genres, but instead you're set in the 40K universe, which I think is incredible. And we do see some noxious Nurgle gases, where a lot of the original artistic choices showed Nurgle corruption. Now these, generally speaking, like we can see like the noxious gases and the corruption and turning people into poxwalkers and all that kind of stuff, but one of the ways to stave off corruption is, one, through the Emperor's holy light, and two is to become corrupt through a different chaotic deity. And as a result, we can see that these chaos cultists, despite being exposed to the noxious fumes, they're not being corrupted into poxwalkers. They're maintaining some level of their form. That's probably because they pray to chaos and the undivided, or they pray to some other dark chaotic deity that maintains their form. Now, of course, you're going to see that, over time, it doesn't matter. Change and corruption comes for all things chaos related, but obviously being a avatar of the dark gods can make that corruption useful, because you're being a useful pawn or a useful tool of the dark gods. Now, not trying to get too like political or whatever, but obviously there's corruption within the Imperium of Man to capitalize upon, but these are loyalist penal scum. These are people who haven't turned to chaos, still appreciate the Imperium Command, no matter how draconian it is, but they're going to be used as the foot soldiers of the Inquisition to try to take back the city and potentially take back this planet, so they're being sent on suicide missions in order to do so. This is a Valkyrie gunship, taking everybody down. Somebody gets taken out with some psychic blast energy, and we can see, let's look at the weapons armaments real quick. We can kind of see like a shotgun grenade launcher, something similar to that the Ogryn is carrying. We do see the Inquisitorial seal and what appears to be traditional Imperial Guard armor and Imperial Guard tattoos. We do see this mage-style character who is a sanctioned psyker who does have a power sword. Who knows if they were originally corrupted or arrested in the narrative? Who knows what kind of bad grace they fell in with the Inquisition? Here's kind of a traditional Imperial Guardsman with a las rifle in flak armor, and then we have the ecclesiarchal member with a thunderhammer, which is dope, and I'm excited. One of the cool things that they mentioned during the Dan Abnett narrative trailer is that they wanted to make you feel vulnerable, and they wanted to make it feel like if you don't work together as a team, then you're going to get screwed over. And we see this exactly in the trailer, where the first guy squeezes off some pot shots, but basically gets shot in the back as he's running away. And then it's up to the ecclesiarchal member to provide covering fire. But then because she's not paying attention, she gets taken out and then is only saved by the Ogryn. Well, the Ogryn, because they're not paying attention, they get a few plasma bolts to the chest, and almost get executed. And it's only the powerful mage that saves them. But because the mage is distracted by the plasma pistol wielding boy, there's an Ogryn, a Chaos Ogryn, who is able to get close, and as a result, he's only barely able to pull off a psychic power before the Chaos Ogryn closes ranks and is able to take a pot shot at him. So this is actually cool, because what I think they're trying to get you to start thinking about is the fact that you're going to have to work together as a team if you don't want to be isolated and picked off. And they did talk about from a narrative standpoint, they wanted to give you that feeling of vulnerability. And I trust Dan Abnett a lot to do that. And the fact that they postponed production for a year actually gives me really high hopes for the quality of this game, both from a narrative solo standpoint, well, not even solo, but from a cooperative campaign standpoint, like a narrative campaign, and also just cooperative play in general. I think it's probably going to be really fun, really well developed. The developers are also responsible for Vermintide, and Vermintide 2 was announced as well, and they have a good track record. So this isn't just Warhammer 40,000 Games Workshop IP throwing money at random unproven studios. It's them actually taking a shot with a formula that has worked in the past and then using one of its most talented writers to accentuate that experience to the nth degree. And I hope that's what comes together in this product, and I'm excited for it. I genuinely think that they're probably going to do a good job. And at the very least, we get some kick-ass cinematics out of it. So, what's to lose, really? Like, there's not much to lose. But really, that's all I have to say about it. It should be fun. It should be a good time. I'm looking forward to it, and I'm going to go check out the new Space Marine 2 trailer, which is going to be absolute blue balls. I already know it because I already saw it, but still, absolutely savage of them to talk about Space Marine 2 and then only give us a limited amount of new insight. So I'll be back in a minute with that. I appreciate you. My name is Connor. I'm a science fiction, political, and philosophy nerd, a Marine Corps and law enforcement veteran. If this is your first time on the channel, we're trying to break 100K by 2024. We're about to break 25K now. It's going to be a good time. We do political debates. We do political debates from a centrist perspective. We do political essays from a centrist perspective. We do breakdowns of violent media like Full Metal Jacket, Fury, and End of Watch. And then we Aliens as well, which we're wrapping up right now. And then the main thing that most people seem to enjoy are the breakdowns of Warhammer 40,000 related content. So if you're into that kind of stuff, check out all the playlists. You'll find something you like, I promise you. Catch you in the next one.